CX base. CX expand line. Not included in video. CX base only. CX base with the overblade. Yeah, overblade attached to the main blade. BeybladeX ranking tier list here now. Go. And no motherfucker, Rhino Reaper or those Hasbro exclusive bays do not count. They are not gonna be in the video. I don't want to hear none of that. All right, let's start. All right, counting down my list. Number 13, Dark. The problem with Dark is that it is ugly as shit, for one thing. And then, two, look, there's only 2 defense blades in the main CX line. Perseus Dark and Phoenix Flares. And let's just say they do not fucking do well. Alright, so my main gripe with the Perseus Dark Blade is that it is just too dang... It has too much recoil. As you can see, look at that. It just tried to freaking deflect the attacks of Fang Leon right there. And it just gets sent flying. And the problem with CX is that it's top heavy. We all know that they are top heavy. So when it's battling blades, you gotta make sure that when it, like, if you're trying to be a defense type, if you deflect a hit, you can also regain your own freaking goddamn balance and, you know, stay in the game. But the problem with, you know, Perseus Dark is that if it gets hit, and if it gets hit, and like it gets like one wrong hit, it's gonna be absolutely just destabilized. Now, of course, with great defense comes great recoil, and most defense types in BeybladeX have the main purpose of just deflecting other people's, you know, attacks. As you can see, Perseus Dark is doing a very good job at it right now in this clip with Fang Leon. And you are correct. You are correct. But just for this video, it is gonna be one of the lowest contenders, I'm about to sadly say. On to the next one. Alright, so for number 12 on the list, I'm gonna have to give it to the Courage Blade. And I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, this shit I'm talking yet. The fuck up! That motherfucker thinks he's logic. So, the reason why I rank it so low compared to other attack types and other CX blades is that it's just a little bit too normal. Like, compared to the other ones, it's a little bit lighter. Like, it's lighter than, I'm pretty sure... It's lighter than a brush, and it's definitely lighter than the last. Now, the main problem of it is that the contact points are just a little bit too smooth. And as you can, you know, fucking tell, it's an okay attack blade, but it's definitely not taking up any, you know, oh man, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna bring this. I definitely need, nah, it's not really even that fun to use either. It's just a little bit, it's just so basic. Oh. Okay, right, guys. Think quick. Where do you think number 11 is in this pile? 3, 2, 1. Did you guess it? Well, you probably didn't guess it because it was in my hand. It is the Cerberus Flame freaking Blade. This is why. Now, as for the blade shape, there's nothing really to argue about it. It is round, but the little, those 3 outward protrusions that it has on it, yeah. Like Flare is like equally as round, but doesn't have those intrusions, which makes it better for stamina. And those intrusions really much are just for deflecting attacks. Like, if it was a defense, I'd be like, okay, I guess so. But the problem is that it's also a little bit too light as well. So that reason with having those wings just makes it like a little bit more on the downside of just having it. That's just more of the reasons why it's ranked higher up. One of the worst, probably, I guess it is the worst CX blade, CX stamina blade on this list. So I guess we're gonna go see the next one. All right, now breaking into the top 10, we got Phoenix Flare, which is a controversial pick because I know y'all like Phoenix, but it is what it is. And also, this is like 2 days after I was the last one. Things changed a little bit. I'll explain. Now, this blade is objectively better than the Cerberus Flame one, just because it doesn't have those little annoying contact points that protrude outward. So it is better for stamina and defense right now. So as you can see in this battle, it's tanking hits from a Dran Brave. But, you know, like, it's good, but the problem is CX sucks ass at defense. Like, you see him, I was like, what the fuck? Even I was stunned how the battle went. CX defense just does not work. It does not. If you want to use a defense, you use Wizard Rod, you use Mummy Curse, you use people even use Rock Golem, and people put Rock Golem on attack builds. That's saying not that much, because you know people use attack builds all the time on defense types and stamina types sometimes. But the real problem and issue is that it's just not that fucking good. Now, I do think Phoenix Flare is like a bay. If you want to actually have fun, you use Phoenix Flare. If this is like the minimum you want to use. Number 9. Okay, so for number 9 on my list, let's see if my little buddy here can fucking figure out which one it is. Pick one. That one? Oh, you're right. It's Emperor Might. Now, Emperor Might and Phoenix Flare's blade are very similar, as in they are both extremely round. The main problem is that Phoenix Flare is a defense type and Emperor Might is a balance type, which makes it already favored by Tomy to give it better stats. The real reason why it is better than Phoenix Flare is because it is thinner, which gives it more capability to lay on, better attacks. Phoenix Flare is not going to be good at, if you give it an attack combo, it's not going to do better than Emperor Might, because Emperor Might has a better, better weight distribution on it, and better, that's a better freaking design overall. Now, the reason why Might is rated so low on the list is because it does everything well, but not great. It can have a lot of capabilities into a lot of combos, right? It can be good at stamina, defense, attack. But the problem is that it just doesn't really have that niche. We don't really need that niche for BeybladeX. You pick 3 bays, and you either put it on 2, like most decks have 2 attack combos, and then 1 stamina combo. This bay doesn't really fulfill that much. It mostly fulfills a stamina niche, but there's better bays that do that. So that's why it's rated this low. Hey. Alright, so now another controversial pick, which is going to be number 8, I believe. I don't know, I'll correct it. It's going to be Leon Fang. And here's why. Now, you would think a bay being locked behind a exclusive game, which you had to pay like $60 for, is, kind of bad. And it is pretty bad. But have no fear, it's a good thing it is an attack type. So it saves it. Its shape is very good at attack. It reminds me of Cobalt Drakes, and that's sort of all I have to say about it. I sort of have a personal vendetta against it, if I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't really have anything that is unique to me, but there is better attack types that outperform it. That's all. Alright, so we're at the halfway point. We're at number 7, which is half of 13 if you didn't know that. But for number 7, I'm gonna have to put it against my will to put Hell's Reaper on it. I would put it higher, but I'm sorry. And also, it looks like a Swastika. Now, the thing I like about this bay is that it is actually pretty good at everything you throw at it. It's good at defense. It's good at stamina even. It's good at attack. Like, I really like attack combos on this guy. But the main problem with it I do have is that it is just a bit light. I kind of wish it was just 2 or 3 grams heavier. I'm not gonna try to ask for much, but the way it is, it's pretty good. Honestly, this is probably where all the good CX blades start coming out. This is where all the good CX bays start aspiring against me. If honestly these next 7 bays were to plot against me, I would low-key be scared, because they're actually pretty good. Also, this bay also gave us the kick bit, which is also one of the best bits in the game. Very well done, Hell's Reaper. Alright, coming next is Brush Fox. Alright, so if I'm gonna be honest, my first impressions of this blade were, it wasn't really that good. Like, it looked kind of ridiculous. It had sort of mad performance. But as I used it, I thought, you know what? This blade kind of rocks. It's kind of like Drum Buster, but not as cool. But I think it does the job better than what Drum Buster was supposed to do. Now, it is kind of still bad, if I'm still going to be honest. But the way it can get wins for you is something spectacular. I don't think any other blade gets you wins and losses like this one, if you know what I mean. Number 5.
Number 5. Oh shit. Wolf Hunt.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the top 5 of this video. Top 5 CX blades. Now, the reason why I love Wolf Hunt is because it is on the heavier side of CX blades, and it feels pretty sweet. It feels really nice. Like, on shape wise, it looks like a goddamn geometry dash block, just jumping up and down. But I love the combos you can do with this guy. It's not better for attack than, I would say, Fang Leon, but I still like how it is heavy. Now, the problem with it is that it is also, it's like a BX blade. It's a little bit less in width. That was going to make it harder to hit other guys. But if you're actually going for a CX stamina combo, it is not a bad choice. But I would prefer it to be more of a defense blade, if I'm being honest. It also comes with a free assist blade, which is kind of a meh assist blade, but it is cool. It is cool. Definitely one of my favorite CX blades, and to make it even better, it is actually really good. I'm proud of you, Wolf Hunt. Imagine
Now,
not making
the next
top
CX
3.
blade that is going to be number 4 on my list might shock a lot of people. And I don't really care because I think it is one of the the most underrated ones, but it's the Arc blade from Wizard Arc.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's going to be Wizard Arc. Now, before you start, disliking my video or something like that, you got to hear me out. Its shape gives it the power to attack other bays, parry them, as you might say. And it has pretty okay stamina. And the only reason why, people don't, talk about it that much is because two main factors. Wizard Rod being its ancestor, and people comparing it to other, better fucking, not CX, but other stamina blades. Now, Wizard Rod is gonna be hard to top. Like, it's been 2 years now, and it still sees a lot of fucking play. It probably the most play, actually, next to Shark Scale, or maybe even Phoenix Wing. Still, probably not Phoenix Wing, but maybe even up. It's up there, right? Wizard Rod's up there. Now, there's also this bay doesn't really outperform bays like maybe even Arrow Wizard, like the old Arrow Wizard, and it's okay. That's okay, because it does on its own. It does good. It does good. Do not undermine Wizard Arc.
All right, Krabby, what do you have to say about Wizard Arc?
Number
All right,
3.
guys, this is the top 3 CX blades. If you want to actually win some battles, and if you want to fuck that puh of that blader you're going up against, you gotta at least own one of these 3. And number 3 is going to be the Soul Blade.
I know this blade has 2 modes to it, but I don't think it's very fair just to, include both modes as their separate entities, like as in their separate, parties on the list. I don't think that's really fair because they are the same blade. Now, I usually use it in the red mode, the smash mode, I think you call it. And I just say I love my destabilizers, bro. It does pretty well at destabilizing. I run it usually on Zap. A cool thing about it is that it is heavy. I think it is heavier than Blast from Blast Pegasus, which is really cool. I'm going to usually talk about it in the red mode because that's how I usually use it. The blue mode, in my opinion, is okay. I kind of find it hard to use, though. But I don't really, look for combos using the blue mode because the red mode looks nicer. And also CX, is top heavy. So you don't really want to use like a super very downward smash type bay. It's gonna lose a lot of stamina. But the red mode is pretty cool. Blue mode is alright. But red mode is where it is. That's where it's at. Now, the reason why it isn't number 1 or number 2 on my list is because number 1 and number 2 are attack bays, which makes them very good. They're both number 1 and number 2 have really good shapes. And not to hate on Soul Eclipse's shape, but it's just lacking the prowess on number 2. I still love Soul Eclipse with all my fucking heart. It's still my favorite CX blade, I think. But number 1 and number 2, they just know how to fucking do it. And here they are.
Number one and number two. This video is already becoming pretty long, but number 1 and number 2, may you please stand up. It's between these two. Can you guys guess? Because number 2 is gonna go to Valkyrie Volt.
This beautiful golden bay is gonna be the number 2 spot on my list. It is Valkyrie Volt. It is beautiful. It is just absolutely gorgeous. On one-on-one testings, this bay did really good against literally everything. I put it up against defense types, the stamina types, other attack types, and it is just very versatile. I really do say that. For the most part, it's really good at attack. Stamina a little bit less. Reason why it's second place to Blast is because Blast has a better shape. Volt's shape is like a goddamn axe. It literally has this nice little battle axe feel when I'm like holding it in my hand, and it is more outward protruded, so it gives it better, better smash hits, and it fucking is really goddamn good at it. Blast, however, is really good at delivering a smash attack. As you can say, Volt is like a slicing motion and Blast is a smash motion, and Blast does it very well. Volt is still, I think it is indefinitely better than Solar Eclipse, but it is pretty close against Blast. I won't lie. I know many of you probably saw this coming, but Blast is number 1. It is heavy. It has a really nice shape, and it's just really, good for any type of combos, as you can say. Valkyrie is pretty much good only on attack combos. Maybe stamina combos, a little bit less on defense. I accidentally switched that around last time I said it. But Blast has better versatility in my opinion. Not to mention that you can literally get this bay anywhere. It's more accessible, and it is just as good as an attacker than Volt. Volt maybe being a little bit better. But if you want a bay that has stamina, attack, and defense, prowess, and you want it to be CX, then give this bay a big old no doubt. Just purchase it. Just purchase it, try it, and then just tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll respond probably, because no one talks to me. Except for you, Kyle. Shout out to you. You're my boy.
I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If drop any likes you have on the like button. Drop any comments you have in the comment section. And if you want to, you can subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching. See ya. Yeah.